Hello, I'm delighted to be able to introduce you today to Berklee's next president, Erica Muhl. I'd like to thank the search committee who worked so diligently under the really gifted leadership of Marty Mannion and helped us to identify and find Erica. And thank you to the board for voting in this candidacy on the recommendation of the search committee. I'd like to tell you a few things about the qualities that we were looking for in Berklee's next president. So first of all, we wanted somebody who had a true appreciation, a deep appreciation of the life of an artist. We wanted somebody who was a clear strategic thinker, who understood the challenges, the many challenges facing higher education, and was particularly sensitive to the issues regarding student affordability. We wanted somebody with the ability to lead a complex organization and who could attract and retain the most talented leaders. We wanted somebody with demonstrated ability to lead on issues of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We wanted somebody with fundraising ability. And last but not least, we wanted somebody with high emotional intelligence. So we believe that we found all of these qualities in Erica and more. And to say a few words about that, I'd like to turn it over to Sarah Lawrence Lightfoot.
Thank you very much to Susan Whitehead. Not only did Erica Muhl fulfill all of the qualities and criteria that were on the wish list of our search committee, but in the process of the search, we discovered how much more she will be bringing to Berklee as our next president. I will just mention a few wonderful assets among many. First, not only does Erica know the landscape of higher education and the broad ecology in which it sits, she is also deeply knowledgeable about the processes of teaching and learning, about pedagogy, about curricular design, and she is knowledgeable about the philosophies of education underpinning these processes. Dr. Erica Muhl is a scholar, a composer, a classically trained pianist, but she is well-versed and deeply appreciative of other musical forms: jazz, bebop, rhythm and blues, hip-hop, rap, country western, gospel, reggae, and more. Her musical interests and instincts are ecumenical, sophisticated, deep, and broad. Central to Erica's educational leadership is her blending of art and technology, her blending of art and entrepreneurship. She sees these spheres as richly connected and interdependent, and works to bridge education in the arts with preparation for living and thriving in the worlds of technology and entrepreneurship. She thinks actually of arts and education as the secret sauce of good learning, an education that embraces discovery, rigor, discipline, creativity, imagination, and collaboration. An education that is inclusive and recognizes diverse backgrounds and perspectives. Finally, Erica Muhl is an innovator, a visionary who thinks creatively and futuristically about institution building, but her visions of the future always include an appreciation for, a reverence for, the history, traditions, roots on which the institution rests, balancing constancy and change, tradition and disruption with alacrity. For all of these reasons and more, we are excited, we're actually thrilled to welcome Erica Muhl as our next president of Berklee.
Thanks so much for your words, Sarah. And now it gives me tremendous pleasure to introduce you to Berklee's next president, Erica Muhl.
Thank you, Susan and Sarah, for those very kind and encouraging words. Also, huge thanks to everyone on the search committee and, of course, Marty Mannion for all of the wonderful opportunities to be able to talk about our shared vision for education, the arts, and the future of Berklee. And of course, my deepest thanks and appreciation to Berklee's trustees and the amazing Roger Brown. The institution that you have built is without equal, and I'm honored by your faith in me to continue to grow its mission and provide unprecedented and unrivaled learning and professional experiences across the spectrum of the arts, technology, and creative entrepreneurship. To the faculty, staff, and senior leadership of Berklee College of Music, Boston Conservatory, Valencia, New York City, Abu Dhabi, Berklee Online, and wherever our path takes us next, I look forward to working closely with all of you and to continuing to discover and learn from you everything I can about the Berklee community, and not just how to serve the institution, but how to serve the people that I know are its heart and soul. I want to take just a minute and talk directly to our students. It's said that every morning before going to work on his own music, composer Igor Stravinsky would sit down at the piano and play a Bach fugue. The great Twyla Tharp referred to that in reference to her own creative process, and she described it as Stravinsky revving his creative motor. I just want to say to all of you that whether you're inspired by Bach, Stravinsky, Tharp, Coltrane, Langston Hughes, or Big Thief, your art, your creative vision, and how we as an institution can support you and make it possible for you to seize each and every opportunity to realize your dreams and define your path as artists. Well, that'll be what I'll be thinking about and working for every day. I cannot wait to be there with all of you and to take the first of what I hope will be many next steps for this great and storied institution for Berklee. Thank you, everyone, for this opportunity. Be well, stay safe, and I hope to see you all soon.